What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Anthony and we have another Chainlink video for you guys today. At the moment, we are flirting with all-time highs as we made new all-time highs today. And this year in cryptocurrency continues to awe and inspire as we are now sitting at a $1.5 trillion market cap. And quite frankly, as you guys know, this has been amazing to watch. So the question remains, is this the top? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if this is indeed the top, or the top is coming soon, what might be a bargain price to buy Chainlink? And if you saw my thumbnail where I said 20% off Chainlink, I'm going to get into the technicals and explain why I think that might be on the horizon in the near future. If not, I'll also let you know how high I think the price could run if it continues to go up. But before we get started, I just want to ask you to consider subscribing to this channel and joining our growing community if you are someone who is serious about including cryptocurrency in your overall wealth building strategy. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner of your screen and activate that bell notification so you get notified every time we make a new video. And the first thing I want to do in this video is talk to you guys a little bit, not about Chainlink first, although of course we will get there. First, I want to talk to you about the total cryptocurrency market capitalization. We're looking at the daily charts right now. So each one of these candles, as you know, represents 1 day's worth of price action. Now, what I want to point out to you is if you look at the RSI here, you can see we've got some bearish divergence. You can see we made a higher high, actually to an all-time high here, but that failed to happen in the RSI. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a downtrend here. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is a swing target. This is something I've been reading about. This is very similar to a pennant or a flag, right? This could easily be interpreted as a flag or a pennant. The other way you could think about this is a swing high and then a swing low and then another swing high. So a general rule of thumb when you're talking about a swing target is you're talking about going from the low before a given pump to the top, which is right about here. Now, the thinking behind a swing target is that this breakout size will replicate itself after we find our low and breakout from it. So if you pull this up here, right now, you can see we've kind of sort of reached the top here. So we've hit our measured move as far as the swing target at around $1.45 trillion. And you can also see the market is overextended as it is over 70 on this RSI. And a combination of these things would lead me to believe that it is not out of the question for the crypto market to start to slow down a little bit here. Now, as we look at some of the same information regarding the link chart as it trades on Binance here, you can see we do have higher highs, new all-time highs, and you can see we're not making new all-time highs on the daily RSI. That could be considered bearish divergence, right? Although it's not an extreme case, but it is there, and it is something worth pointing out. It's also worth pointing out we are above 70, so we are approaching overbought territory, meaning that theoretically the buyers should be getting exhausted here and the price might want to come down. I'm going to show you a couple other reasons in a moment why that makes sense. Now, if you look right here at the top of this pattern, you can see we have a rising resistance line. That's that line in orange I'm highlighting here. And you can see we pretty much hit the top of that. We tried to break it and then we couldn't. So now the daily candle closed a little while ago. We're going to have to see what happens today. But I also want to point out, if you look down here, yesterday's candle did not come on a whole bunch of volume. This really wasn't a high volume day. And volume are essentially exclamation points. Volume candles can make any move more or less powerful. So the fact that we didn't see a huge breakout in volume could mean that this is not as powerful of a breakout, and we might not be going full-on parabolic here. Those of you who watch this channel regularly know I always like to cover both sides of the story here. I like to give you upside targets and downside targets just to let you know what could happen either way. Now, if the price were to continue to rise, I would imagine that we would adhere to this rising resistance line, meaning that at the end of tomorrow, we could be at roughly 31.75 by the daily close, maybe hit 32, but not go too far, and we would rise along with this line. If we go parabolic, I think the highest point in the next psychological level, just for the record, would be $35. I would be extremely surprised if the price were to blow past $35 at some point in the next 72 hours or something like that. I think we are near the tops, and really what I think is more probable that we're going to probably consolidate or begin to head back down. So let me be clear as to why I'm saying that. Now, I am aware there is a whole lot happening on this chart here, and so I am going to clarify, but what I want to point out to you is this moment right about here. At this moment, you have a point of control on your volume profile, which I'll get into in a moment. You've got a 21-day exponential moving average, and you've got the median of your Bollinger Bands here. Not to mention, you also have the bottom of the uptrend. So this is the type of convergence that we look for. We look for multiple factors confirming that a move will happen, right? That's how we stack the odds in our favor. So I'm telling you, all of these combinations combined mean that the price could be coming down right here. And where is that? It's right where I have my price alert. That's roughly $25. So I'm telling you, I said 20% off. So from the top here, if you take this down, that is roughly 20% from where we are trading right now. And that's why I said 20% off link in the thumbnail of this video. Now, I'll talk to you in a moment about what that would potentially mean for you as an investor, and how to play this in a moment. But first, let me just explain this volume profile. Now, this is a fixed range volume profile. Now, this dates all the way back to January 30th. So this is for the last 2 weeks, roughly, right? For the last 2 weeks, the point of control, this red line here, which is the point where the most buying and selling has taken place over this entire time frame here, is at roughly $25, $25.16. And to give you guys a little bit more clarity on the Bollinger Bands, right? This is the median of the Bollinger Bands. And basically what happens with the Bollinger Bands is this price, as you can see here, it keeps coming back down to this red line, to this median. It gets overextended, then it comes back down, right? Normally, it might even bounce all around, but this is such a freakish bull market in cryptocurrency right now. We've got these institutional investors piling on. We've got the DeFi craze just really taking hold. And if you guys haven't seen this, this is absolutely worth mentioning in this video. This is just good information for you. Look at the amount of value locked up in DeFi, $83 billion. Look at this thing just starting to go parabolic, right? And if you don't understand the significance of that, if you just go back to, let's say, July of 2020, we were talking about $5 billion. So this is crazy. And if you don't know how that relates to Chainlink, I'll scroll down here. Chainlink is the #1 ranked DeFi project in cryptocurrency by market capitalization, with roughly a 12 or almost $13 billion market cap. So what's happening is a decentralized oracle, not to get too deep into this, but just if you don't know, they are providing price feeds to a lot of these other decentralized finance products. So they're using the decentralized oracles to get accurate prices to run their protocols, right? But looking back at this Bollinger Band, it would make sense for this to come back down to the median, which again is right around that $25 price. So how do you play this? What do you do? So if you are looking to make some sort of a swing trade, which is what I'm looking to do. As you guys know, I made my initial purchases of Link over a year ago, and I'm holding on to that and selling it very, very slowly. But I also like to swing trade this in the meantime. So what I like to do, and what I would suggest, is potentially wait for this thing to come down. Now, is it guaranteed to come this low? No, not at all. But it could happen. And if it does, then the RSI will come back down. We'll kind of consolidate. We'll get out of that overbought situation, and the market could potentially be ready for another move up. But I do think it would make sense for the market to cool out. Maybe not this weekend, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point, this whole market is going to have to cool out and kind of slow down just a little bit, just the way we did over here. We got really overheated. Everyone got really excited, and then we slowed down. Smash the like button if you found value in this content. Congratulations again to all the Link holders. Subscribe to this video if you are someone holding and bullish on Link, because I will cover it again and again in the future. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the ride.